What's up to our farming community? I'm a farmer. Ran's a farmer. We are all farmers. Ran, how's it going, buddy?
Sheldino, my brother, how are you?
What's up?
How are you, my man? How are you, man? What's up? What's up?
So, what are we thinking of the market?
Sheldino,
Right
what am I?
now, it is exactly as we're predicting. It's beautiful. I love it when the market plays in our favor. It's a great feeling.
What's up, everyone? So the market does look like it's forming that head and shoulders, which is exactly what you predicted. I guess that we're going to be talking about today is when we are going to get into our next farming opportunity, right?
Exactly.
And I mean, I must say, I'm so excited to see that the market is playing out.
Exactly as I have been predicting.
As you have been predicting. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. What a nice day it is here today. Everything is green. The market is playing out exactly as we predicted. It seems that there's calm in the markets again, which is super fucking exciting. And the best thing is that our farming strategy is, if I tell you working, I think working is an understatement, right, Sheldon? I mean, how many Bitcoin did you have yesterday? What was your, just walk me through the amount of Bitcoin that you farmed yesterday.
Well, in the last week, we're about 30% up on Bitcoin. Obviously, the alts are a lot more. And, you know, that's all working to stage for the next farming opportunity. It's going to make us another 20-30% more Bitcoin. So, you know, in a matter of a week to 10 days, we can double our Bitcoin in this process, which is amazing, which means it drops our entries to half the price that we bought them at previously, which is huge.
Amazing. And you know what excites me even more is that this is the same chart that you had up on the stream yesterday. You haven't touched the chart. Like, this is how we left it last night. And you can see that it's almost like Bitcoin is tracing what you told it to do. That's how freaky this is. It's basically like Bitcoin is listening to you and saying, you know, it's like coloring in, like a coloring in book. You know what I mean? Touch that dot, then touch that dot, then touch that. Super exciting. Before we get on with the show, guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Crypto Man Ran. That's my sniper, Sheldon. I found this the most accurate artist in the world, and we're making him into a superstar. I think he's going to be the biggest crypto person in the entire world. Just mark my words. If you're new to our channel, welcome. You will see in a second that only our sniper can do this. Only our sniper can do that, and from such a distance. He's really called every part of this. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell button. The bell button will tell you when we're coming to you. Subscribe, comment, like, share, because every time you do that, you get entered into the banter bags. What are the banter bags? I'm not even going to go into it because I think there's more important things to discuss, but it's the biggest giveaway in crypto history. And I suppose that if you are a subscriber to our channel, if you follow me on Twitter, if you follow Sheldon on Twitter, then you are automatically entered into the banter bags. Before we start the show, guys, I have to read something that happened to me yesterday. And I want to show you guys what happened. And I think Sheldon's been talking about the same thing. So we get an email yesterday, and I'm not going to display the mail because it has the person's name on it. It said, "Good afternoon, Mr. Fred. I would like to ask you politely to tell Run to give me the money he has stolen from me. I'm a very sick person. I need to return this money back to credit cards. I cannot afford to pay it back as it's really on monies from government due to my sickness. I hope your wife feels better. Wish her a speedy recovery. Please stay safe." I'm not going to read the guy's name. So we never ever take money from anyone. And so we asked the guy for more information. And this is a common scam that people are doing. So there are fake accounts, many fake accounts. The only accounts that are real are at CryptoManRun on Twitter with a blue tick next to it, at Sheldon_sniper on Twitter. On Instagram, the only account that is our account is at CryptoManRun, which is my account with a blue tick, and the Crypto Banter account. Everybody else is a fake account. Now you can see that this poor guy, what he did was he got contacted by someone purporting to be Sheldon the Sniper. And you can see that he sent him £14,000 the first time. And even more, he sent him, I mean, altogether, you can see in the screenshot, it says, I have borrowed £20,000 from my credit card. And he paid the scammer £20,000, okay, to get into sniper school. We've checked this. We've checked the TX hash. And this guy did pay this guy £20,000. And it seems like he took a loan. I mean, guys, this guy took a loan from his credit card. And he pretty much got scammed by someone who was purporting to be Sheldon. There are many, many, many of these. Look, I don't know if we should do something like this. You tell us, but perhaps we should set up a fund to help this guy. This guy seems to be sick, and this money was supposed to help him in his sickness. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should set up an ETH fund, and if any of the community want to contribute, you guys are welcome to do it. I'll speak to Fred today and see if we should do that. But guys, the biggest thing is do not fall for the scammers. Sheldon and I do everything we do for free. For free. We will never, ever, ever ask you for money. We don't have any businesses that will ask you for money. Ever, 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 ever. Okay, so please, guys, he's not the first person. We know of about $500,000 that has gone into the scammer's account if you look at the on-chain transactions. $500,000.
It's absolutely ridiculous, Ran. And I think if I can just add to that, for that gentleman, I would personally like to give him a position in the school, if you don't mind that. Definitely. Sure. I know it's a terrible, terrible thing. Even the Instagrams, guys, there are so many that are just... Yeah.
What we'll do, guys, we will set up an ETH address, which we will publish. In fact, I'm going to do that now during the show. Set up an ETH address, and if you guys, again, nobody needs to contribute. Nobody needs to contribute. We're not asking you to do it. In fact, I'm not even going to set up an address and drop it here because I'm too scared that the scammers will also set up addresses, right? And then people will start paying the scammed addresses. I will post an address on my Twitter, which is @CryptoManRun with a blue tick. If you guys want to contribute, you're welcome to contribute. It's completely up to you. And then I think the most important thing is, guys, we will never ask you for money. Everything that we do is free. We don't sell anything. We don't sell you a trading school. We don't sell ledgers. We don't sell wallets. We don't sell trading signals. We sell nothing. So we will never, ever, 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 ever ask you for money. That's one of the reasons why we made the cryptos free.
We will never trade for you. We will never run funds. We will never, I've seen all of it. We will never do any of that.
Yeah, make sure that the accounts that you follow are @CryptoManRun with a blue tick, @Sheldon_Sniper. We have applied for a blue tick for him on Twitter. And then the Instagram account, which I think is @Crypto_Banter. And that's the only account that there is. There are no other accounts. We will never approach you for money. It breaks.
You must actually only use the links that are in the descriptions of these shows. That should be the only way you should be getting to them.
And I will post an address on my Twitter. Please, before you put money in the address, check that there isn't already $20,000 in there, because the guy lost $20,000. We're not looking to we're looking to give him no more than the $20,000. And we know that we have the most loyal community in the world, because the last time that we told you guys to do something, we told you guys to sign up for CoinPanel. And within 5 minutes of the show, more than 5,000 people signed up, and you guys literally crashed the site. You literally crashed CoinPanel site. So thank you. We did tell you it's a partnership. We did disclose to you guys that we do benefit from it. We don't get much, but we do benefit from it. But we also, the reason why we did it and why we don't have any other links in any of our profiles is because we actually think this is a great service. So I'm proud to say again that CoinPanel is ready for your signup. Sheldon's going to show you guys exactly what CoinPanel is about and why we think you guys need this. And again, just to reiterate, there are a lot of YouTubers out there that get paid to shill content. There was a piece posted on YouTube yesterday about the biggest secret on YouTube, and that is that a lot of influencers get paid to review or to shill or to mention tokens on their show. To be clear, neither myself nor Sheldon nor any employee of Crypto Banter has ever been paid to promote a token on the show, will ever be paid to promote a token on the show. We don't even allow advertising. And if we do, we don't allow any advertising from any company that has a token, because that would make us unbiased. That would make us biased in our reporting of it. So we are very, very, very set on bringing you credible coverage and making sure that you never have to question whether we're talking about something, because we are paid to do it. we do invest in certain things, and naturally we talk about our investments. The reason why we invest in things is because we like them, and if we like them, we'll tell you about it. But if one of our investments does something that we're not happy with, we will tell you again. And we will never commit to any of the companies that we invest in that they'll ever be part of the show. If we think they're doing good work, whether or not we invest in them, you will see them on the show. So I wanted to get all of that out the way. And then I think we should just get into the meat and potatoes of this thing, brother. Let's get into this recovery that we are watching here, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Ren, I know it's a crappy topic we had to cover in the beginning, but it's so important. We need to keep this community as clean as possible, and the scamming is ridiculous. So what has been happening in the market, guys? Firstly, we have our higher high in play short term, which is brilliant. We knew yesterday, remember, anything that goes in this sort of strong upwards momentum is always going to have a short-term retracement. So to understand that a right shoulder was coming in the market makes sense, and this is playing out perfectly to the zone. So remember yesterday, I've been putting it quite a bit on Twitter, on our Instagram as well, the updates on when I'm looking to add some more positions, all that. And what I said yesterday is I'm not selling anywhere in this 38,000 to 40,000 zone. That's not where I'm selling yet. But for the guys who missed the entries through the dump, now in the last week or the last few days, this was your little add-on zone between the 35,000 and 37,000. So it's still very possible that we can still hover in this zone for a little while to complete this right shoulder. And after this zone is the push up that takes us to 41 to 43,000. Now, the reason why I didn't call the sell at this zone is because this is only an 8% or a 7-8% drop, and that's not worth taking the chance for the actual farming of the tokens. Remember what we're doing? We're making more coins, reducing our entry prices so we can relax. When the market wants to do anything, we are sitting in a good state where we can make good decisions and not be very under the water. So what I'm waiting for is, obviously, this is a nice key add-on zone. Remember, anything that's to do with Bitcoin, when I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying alts. Remember what alts we are buying. We're buying the shopping list alts, not just any alts out there. We're buying good fundamental alts with it. Then after this, I'm seeing the push up to the 41,000 to the 43,000 level zone. Now from this zone over here, this is our farming stage where I see us coming back to the 35, let's call it 35 to the 37,000 zone. So we have a look here. We can see that yes, we have a short-term inverse head and shoulders, but we actually have a bigger time frame inverted head and shoulders, and we can see there clearly. So this next topic that the next farming section that we are going to have. So we had the first one. The first one farmed us a good 20% more Bitcoin. Now we get into the second stage where we're going to, from this zone, getting another 13 to a 15% more Bitcoin as well. We do know that the alts have a bigger range. What do I mean by that? Today, Bitcoin, if I have a look, where is it? Was not in here. But Bitcoin has basically looked to retrace in the last 24 hours from the zone between 5%. And if we have a look at the alts, 20%, 13%, 15%, 7%. Now, yesterday, what happened? Bitcoin went up 10, 15%. What did the alts do? 70%, 50%, 40%. So we know now clearly that the range is big. That's the main concept to know, that the dominance is still on the alt's favor when Bitcoin is moving upwards. What's happening today? We can see there clearly on the 15 minutes. When Bitcoin is coming down, what's the dominance doing? It's going up. So we still have that very clear indication, which is a really good sign. Now, where we're sitting with everything, I see my Bitcoin just got erased here. Let's just add it in.
Well, while you're doing that, I mean, it's a healthy sign again that we're getting the Bitcoin dominance going up when the market's nervous, the Bitcoin dominance is going up again, which is a healthy sign. But it does seem like Ethereum is actually leading this recovery. I know the Bitcoin dominance is looking good, but I don't know if you saw Ethereum did like 20% overnight. And that was in response to the Goldman Sachs report, which basically said Ethereum is a great asset to be buying. We'll cover that on the show later. But I mean, are we still looking for that dominance to go back to 50%?
I wouldn't say, the problem is, we're looking good. So if I have a look here quickly on the dominance, there we go. So firstly, that retracement was quite big, but the problem is we still have a higher low. So for now, it's still showing in favor that to make it to that zone is highly probable. We don't have any signs yet that we have weakness in the dominance yet. We have higher highs. We have higher lows. So we're still trending upwards at the moment. But what we do know is when Bitcoin is finally turning around and pumping, that dominance is falling quick. So I still feel we're going to slowly drag our way up. But through each wave, this will be a small dump in the market. This will be a pump in the market. This will be a small dump in the market. This will be a pump in the market. And what are we saying with Bitcoin? We are at that stage where we are going to do this in the market. Okay. Remember, so now we can see how each wave is going to dictate or show us how the dominance is going to react. So when Bitcoin's coming down a bit, that's going to be the dominance that is going up. And when it's the other way around, there's going to be dominance coming down when obviously Bitcoin is going up again. So we have a nice clear picture on where we're sitting. And we do know off the emotion cycle, once we've come off a big dump like that, the sideways farming stage, this is the key area that we're in now. So it makes sense that the dominance, the main thing is the dominance is falling quite quickly when the market starts to pump. So it still shows that the alts are going to bounce hard from this, and they have to, because they're the ones that took the flip and smack. They're the one that took the huge knock out of this. Yes, Bitcoin fell a lot, but damn, some of these alts absolutely got annihilated. So it makes sense where we're sitting, and this is why I'm so excited. And, you know, when the market, we'd had, you know, it wasn't a world event, but it was a black swan event in the crypto market. I don't know why, but that was a huge dump. And, you know, for anyone to monitor and get everything right at that stage is quite difficult. But when the market settles, you can see how easy we can actually start tracking this thing, how we can start trading it, how we can get accurate with it. When we finally have structure forming, this was just exaggeration when this big dump happened. And that no one can just crystal ball. It doesn't matter. It's about once we settle. So now we got the clear image again, and the farming stage is still beautiful. So same thing with Bitcoin, guys. I'm expecting for the next hour or two for still a little bit of sideways downward stage, little bits. We can see that Bitcoin has just made this big wave up. So for Bitcoin to make a small leg down to the zone is normal. And then we push up to the next zone. So for anyone that missed the zones or missed some alt entries and all of that, I'm laddering in the zone. I'm buying little bits of more in this level over here. And from the zone, I'm then looking for Bitcoin to have a percentage pump between 13 to 20%. Okay, that will give us nice dollar gain value again. So again,
but you're looking for a higher high there, right? I mean, under the assumption that you don't get a higher high there, then would you turn around and say that the Head and Shoulders wasn't complete? Because
yeah, that's why we're selling here no matter what. If we get the higher high or the lower high, it doesn't matter. We're selling there because that is going to be, even if we get the higher high, that will be obviously a great sign for us to know that we still push. But if we don't get the higher high, this can go to lower. This can go down to test this zone. I'm going to make sure that we have taken in this zone so that we're ready for any. This is a minimal target for the farming, but it's very easy that we can make some more. Let's rather be ahead this time than be behind and try miss jumble, because remember the difference that if we do get the higher high and this all of a sudden turns very bullish, no problem. We buy back in and we get in and we continue the normal ride. But it's a confirmation buy and it means we're going up sooner than what we thought. So I'm taking, no matter what, I'm taking profits in that zone for the short term. It's either going to be a 20% farming stage or it's going to be a 30% farming stage. We will see as we progress.
So before we carry on, there are 16,000 people watching the stream live. There are 6,000 likes. Guys, smash that like button, because that is how we get this content out there. And the more we get the content out there, the more we can bring you guys free shit, free school, free banter bags, free everything, free content every single day. There's no channel in the world that brings you this level of free content, that brings you so much content over 2 shows, and soon starting a 3rd show with Mama Sniper. On her own. Did I let the cat out the bag? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have let the cat out the bag. Brilliant. Get excited. Something awesome is coming. We are. But guys, smash the like button. All we need to do just to help us get this content out there, smash like. That's better. There's 7,500 likes. That means that still half of you are watching this and haven't liked it. Half the people in the chat. I never seen it.
Ryan, by the end of the week, they're all going to like it. Trust me. As long as they're following the strategy, everyone's going to like this because it's awesome. It's fun. I love this trading. I love it when we're in sideways phase. So now what's the same thing happening with Ethereum now? Guys, everything is doing the same. When the dominance is going flat like this, everything's going to follow Bitcoin. Yes, they're a little bit more exaggerated, which means we got a much higher high than what Bitcoin got, but it's following the exact same pattern. And we can see there clearly. So same thing with Ethereum. If I see Bitcoin now sticking in this range, and let's say it even goes another 3-4% down from where we are now, anywhere in this zone is my top-up zone, which means the same thing with Ethereum. Anywhere in this zone is my top-up zone. And when Bitcoin then makes its way up to this zone, up to that level and gets to there, guess what's going to happen to Ethereum? Ethereum's going to make its way there. And remember the option that this is where I'm taking profits. Why? Because if it breaks through the test, I'll buy it back exactly where I got out. So I'm not scared for that. I'm not scared to take my profits this time. But this can be the right shoulder. If Bitcoin plays out this scenario, where we go up to that level and then we make our leg down, what's Ethereum going to do? It's going to make its way down. And then when we get the push outs, when we're buying Bitcoin back up at that zone, I hope you can all see that we don't have to chart the whole market. We have to chart one coin. If I buy back there, I'm buying Ethereum back there. There we go. Boom. And guess what the difference is now? The difference is Bitcoin, a drop like this, where anywhere in this region, Bitcoin now pumps up 15 to 20%. What's Ethereum going to do in that time? So let's have a look. So anywhere from the bottom there or anywhere in the zone, Ethereum's going to do 25 to 37%. So Bitcoin's only going to do 15 to 20%, and Ethereum's going to do 30 to 35%. Do you see the range? Do you see what's bouncing quicker and how it's working? Which means we don't have to chart Ethereum. Just by buying Bitcoin at the right time and buying Ethereum at the same time you're buying Bitcoin, you're automatically going to make huge gains in the process because the alts are the ones that are expanding a lot quicker in and out of the market. And when you sell, have a look at this. When we get to that zone now and we get to the top there and we sell, and let's say it comes down to this zone, we've got 15% Bitcoin that we can make. How much Ethereum will we make if we get to the top of that zone? We'll make 25%. So 15% Bitcoin will make 25% more Ethereum. But we don't have to chart Ethereum. I don't have to chart Chainlink. I don't have to chart any of them. The other ones are actually way bigger if I show you the other coins, like Matic and these ones. And the farming is ridiculous right now. And this is where the whales are doing this right now. Every time they come down, they're buying your coins. Every time, then they spark it up a little bit. Then when it comes down, they buy your coins. It's awesome. I love this phase.
Sheldon, have you shared your charts on TradingView? Because I mean, Sham says, can you share your charts on TradingView? I think it's a great idea for you to just drop all your charts and all your ideas on TradingView.
Perfect. So I think then tomorrow what we'll do is we'll put my description for the TradingView link and I'll start publishing some charts. No problem.
Okay, now when you say it's not worth looking at the alts, I think it's a great time to be slowly getting into quality alts. Because like you say, if the upside on Bitcoin is 8%, the upside on Ethereum is 25%, the upside on some alts is 50%, 60%, 70%.
Exactly. And you know what, we'll go through them now, exactly the same percentages. I don't mind doing that at all. So what you're going to do, guys, all that I mean by this is we are only charting Bitcoin, and when we buy Bitcoin, we're buying the alts. Now, what alts are you buying? Where's that shopping list, Ryan? Where's that beautiful shopping list? Have you got it there?
Before. You know, we've been accused of neglecting our super chat. So I think what we should do every day
Go for it.
From now on, every day on both shows, we'll do a Q&A. And we won't do it at the end like everyone else does. We'll actually do it during the show. So the first one is, do we dump all at 42,000? That comes from Cars O. Do we dump all our tokens at all our Bitcoin at 42,000? What's the strategy there?
Okay, for beginners, start running between 20, 30% until you know what you're doing. For myself, I'm running between 50, 60, 70% of my portfolio. I have my long-term hodls, which I'm fine with. But right now, we can't look into the future too much just yet. You know, Elon does, it's ridiculous how these tweets are actually affecting the market so crazy. So I'm starting to become very protective with my money. I'm starting to become very protective with a lot of parts of my portfolio now. And to make sure, because the fact that one person can dump the whole market or pump the whole market, it's starting to scare me a little bit. So I'm starting to get very protective. So I am making sure that that's what I love about the strategy. Even if I sell, I'll buy back the exact same amount. So I'm doing between 50 and 70% of my portfolio because I took a 40%, 50%, 60% knock on this dump. So if I can get 70% or 50 to 70% of my portfolio farmed up in this next 10 days, I'm going to be way ahead than this dump. And guess what? My entries are sitting at $30,000 for Bitcoin or $35,000. And my entries for Ethereum are sitting at $2,000, where previously they were sitting at $3,000. So that's the power that I'm going to make all my money back, but I'm going to have better entries. That's the key.
Next question. Would you dump 10K into coins now, or would you wait? And I think I think that comes from Slam Dunk Central. Now, I'm going to say to Slam Dunk Central, first of all, if you're going to dump 10K into coins, you got to ask yourself, how long are you going to be holding these coins for? If you're going to be holding them for a while, then your entry points are according to this chart, which is not this chart.
Let's have a look here. Bitcoin chart. There we go. So basically, anyway, remember, we always want to try catch the bottom target first. If we don't get the bottom target, it's simple, guys. Have a look here. This is easy. Let's make trading easy. Let's kick this market's ass. Let's just have some fun. So if we look here, it's simple. We have a beautiful trend. Boom. Trend line in play. Phew. So as long as this thing wants to take its way inside, let me just delete that so we can see better. There we go. As long as this wants to play in here until we break trend, then you know that's the bottom.
I love the way you've drawn your shoulder. And during the show, I mean, when we started the show, that red candle wasn't there. That big red candle wasn't there. That big red candle is there right now. I mean, incredible, incredible, incredible. So you're looking, going back to the question on the super chat, you're looking, I mean, you could start buying quite soon. I mean, you're really
in $10,000 your full portfolio? Is that the first thing? Are you a skilled trader? If you're still learning, I'd play it with $1,000. I won't play with $10,000 until you at least understand how to take a trade, how to put a stop loss, any of these things. That's the best thing. If you're a skilled trader, look at half right now. I'm playing with 50% of my capital to 60%, and I'm a skilled trader. So for now, I'd say half of it for now. It all matters on your skill levels. And obviously, like Rand said, what's your length? Maybe look at putting half in a year, a long-term investment, and the other 5, you can be playing the strategies and building a coin portfolio. There's a nice way to take it.
Okay, next one. It says, you guys are lifesavers, clearly motivated to support the community. Nobody in this space cares more about their followers. It's appreciated. That's from Marco C. So, guys, I keep saying this to you guys. We're not in this for the money. We don't need to do this for money. We're doing this because we want to do free education. Our objective is to give you guys free education, and that's why we started the school for free. All Sheldon and I want to do right now is give it to you guys, give everything that we can for free and educate as many people as we can for free. Then we got Johan, and Johan says, hope Fred's dad is recovering, sending him some good vibes from Belgium. Yeah, I spoke to Fred. His dad is in better spirit, but still in the hospital. He is, as we said, is in the later stage of his life, and he is also diabetic, so not the greatest thing in the world. All right, Sheldon, let's go back to the charts. Let's see what else we're looking at.
Cool, buddy. So I was having a look here at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. And this is also looking really interesting to see that it's still working with the dominance beautifully. So what I like about this is that it's starting to calm down. So it looks like when Bitcoin now has its little pullback and we get to the bottom of this right shoulder and we have the push out, it definitely looks like Ethereum to the BTC. There we go. It looks like Ethereum's going to jump out the gates a bit quicker. So that's looking really, really good to know that, we can easily come down a little bit more to the Bitcoin Ethereum, but the push out is going to be quite strong. And having a look, it's obviously shorter time frame, but we have finally gotten a decent pullback on higher time. There we can see it there. So to the daily, we've had a very nice pullback, a decent retracement, which is good. So we can see that this easily can have its next leg up. And if we jump through to the weekly here, just to see where we're sitting here, don't count Ethereum out yet, so definitely don't, because at any point, if we have a strong bounce and Bitcoin makes its way up, Ethereum can easily make its way back up to that target. So it's important to know that also on this dump, to farm your Ethereum, guys, is also very important, because it's the chart showing us that it can also really do well against Bitcoin in the next few weeks as well, while we are farming. We don't know the whole concept of the market. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? We don't know. We're currently farming and just making sure we got a lot more coins and having a look at all of them. So we now know that this is the Bitcoin. This is our sort of strategy that we're looking with Bitcoin. If we go through any of them now, we had Luna yesterday. This is still cheap, guys. This hasn't even made its way up to the level. It hasn't even reacted to the market just yet in the movement. So this one is still cheap. The fact that we're still getting it very much in these zones, that's cheap, because it hasn't even had its jump yet. And you know what is scary? That what was this jump yesterday? From there to there, 74%. Come on, guys. And now if you have a look at the next potential one that takes us to that level, it's another 80% push up on Luna. So we can see that is...
If you're not buying Luna now, I mean, unless you really think this market is going to collapse, and for me, again, after what I said to you guys yesterday, the only way that I see this market collapsing is if the stock market collapses. Then I can tell you, Luna today is probably the best buy on the market. The best buy on the market. There is one other one that I think is very, 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 very fucking good. But I'm only going to tell you that one on my show later. And I think it's so much so that before the show, I actually put in a trade. Sheldon and I actually put in a trade. So we'll tell you that on my show.
So look at this, guys. Here's the same thing. Chainlink. They're all following the same thing. Same thing. So Chainlink is the same thing that we're in the zone where I'm buying. That's why I don't need to chart Chainlink. When I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying as long as, why? Because Bitcoin runs the whole damn market at the moment. If Bitcoin gets weak, everything's going to be weak, which means I don't have to chart anything else than that. So same thing here. The same retracement that I'm seeing on Bitcoin is the same retracement I'm seeing on Link. Very simple. When I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying Link. Then I see it going up to go test that main daily trend. When we get there, I'm selling off Bitcoin, I'm selling Link. But the difference is from here to there. Look at this, 48% to 70% up. Bitcoin, only 20%. Remember that. Down, farming, from the zone to there, 32%. Bitcoin, only 15%. That's Link. Let's go look at BNB. Same thing. Now, BNB is having that pullback, making the right short-term shoulder. We can see it very easily, very clear. There's the left, there's the head, there's the right. Boom. Take us to this area over here. Now, from here, where we're looking at, from up there, 36% to 45%. Farming stage, 25%. Bitcoin, 15%. Have a look at this, guys. I love it. I flipping love being a farmer. It's really, really cool. So up to here, same thing. Cardano to the zone, 38%, 45%. Guys, look how we don't have to chart them. Is it not cool that we can trade a market? We don't have to actually sit and worry about each coin. Same thing. Look at the pullback, 28%. Bitcoin, 15%. Look at the power of all of these, not having to worry about charting all of them in that way. Same with DOT. DOT, make its way up. So it's quite simple to see that if I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying the alts. What are the alts? Look at all these alts here on the right. This is the shopping list. Have a look at these. These are key ones for you to be stocking up. When I'm buying Bitcoin, buy these damn coins. You choose the selections. Do some fundamental research. Which ones do you love? Which ones are the ones you're holding for a year? Which ones are you trading? That's the sort of things that are going to come through it. So it's very nice to know that we can trade any of these coins by charting one coin. You just choose which coin you want. And that's how we're going to trade that. And the difference is Bitcoin, look at that range, guys. Bitcoin 20%, alts going 50%. Farming, 15% range, 30% range. It's amazing.
So look, what we said is, so first of all, I'm just going to reply to super chats because I think there's a lot of guys that are paying super chats, which is crazy. But if you want to pay to chat, that's great. Could you please chart your charts on TradingView? We'll do that from tomorrow. There was another comment here which asked if they're holding Aave, Link, XRP, and Injective, and they want to know if they should be holding them. I think if you are holding them long term, those are all good. Not the biggest fan of XRP. I'll be honest, not the biggest fan of XRP. We've got Hell Hater says, amazing show, love the work you do.
Can I answer that one quick, Ron? Sorry.
Yes.
That one you just said now. To be honest, it all depends. Obviously, if you're not skilled and you're still practicing, then small percentages. But I would hold 50% and I'd farm 50%. Because you don't understand how much Link you can make in the stage and how much things. We got to get used to the skill, guys. I know it may seem scary in the beginning, but we're doing it every day. I'm telling you when I'm buying. I'm telling you when I'm selling. You don't know what you're doing. Take 5%. But take 50% of that, farm coins.
You know what we'll do? I'm going to ask our designers to create an image like this. We are all farmers with me, you, Fred, and one empty head. And what we want you guys to do is I want you guys to post your head if you're a farmer. And just share them on Instagram, share them on Twitter, and let's actually break the algorithm and all be farmers. So I have actually asked the designers to do it for us. I reckon in probably an hour we'll be able to launch it, and then just put your head on it. Put your head and put a hat on it. And I mean, let's just make ourselves all farmers. I think it's going to be absolutely insane. We'll show the world how strong this farming strategy is.
Awesome. Right. And I think, Ran, if like you said, the XRP is not the best one that. If you have some crappy coins or coins that are not mentioned on those shopping list of ours, like we said yesterday, if you got some XRP, I'm also not a massive fan of XRP. I'd rather turn some of it into Matic or into Luna or to some of those. This also gives you opportunity, guys, to restructure your portfolio. So if you're not in these coins and you're not in the zone, look to get rid of the crap ones, buy the good ones, and start this farming journey with me. Let's make more Kusamas, more EGLDs, more Matics, more Runes. Let's make more. And all we got to do is chart Bitcoin. So we're really at a nice, important time in the market. It's fun. Make it fun. We just went through a war together. Let's make this fun. Let's enjoy it.
Look, guys, if you want to be buying quality, that has a very, very, very high probability of being around, regardless of how long this correction takes. This is our shopping list. We may add one or two more, but essentially this is our shopping list. This is what we're buying. Each one of them has a good reason why we're buying it. We'll talk about that on the later show today. But this is a relatively safe portfolio. Obviously, there are many other places you can make a lot more money than this. But this is about a risk-adjusted return. This is about making sure that you buy the right things and take, what should we say, as little risk as possible, right? These are the ones that we would be buying. So your HODL portfolio still looks like this: Bitcoin, Ethereum, DOT, Cardano, BNB, Link, and your 10x gems look like that. And really, we think that most other tokens that you're buying, if you're buying most other tokens, effectively you're taking a bigger risk. And we think on a risk-adjusted return, these are the best ones to play in. This is also posted on our Instagram page. There was another comment here that asked, how do I get into Sniper School? Guys, we've said it. The only way to get into Sniper School is to go into the Instagram. The Instagram is at the bottom of the YouTube description. That's where we are choosing the winners from for Sniper School.
Frank, can I just say something? Guys, I've been going through this Sniper School. It is going to be insane. I'm so it's actually going to blow your mind. It's blowing my mind right now. I think, are you excited, Ren? I'm very excited for the school.
Let me give you guys a little taster. So the Sniper School is broken up into two parts. One is Crypto School, and the second part of Crypto School is Sniper School. So Crypto School is the introduction to investing and in crypto, and it covers things like the history of money, network effects, gold versus Bitcoin. What is blockchain? What is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum? What is a smart contract? What is a centralized exchange? What is a decentralized exchange? What is an NFT? What is DeFi? That's all covered in the introduction, which is called Crypto School. And then when you graduate Crypto School, you go into Sniper School, which is the trading school, which is all about charts. And that's really Sheldon's that's Sheldon's baby. That is how you too can become a sniper. So by the time you graduate from both of them, and then there'll be a third one, which is going to be the fundamental school, you guys will be experts. And there's nothing like it in the world today. There is just nothing like it in the world today. I can't believe it. It baffles my mind.
It's going to be big.
Okay, awesome. One more. How deep do you draw your third triangle shoulder? And that's coming from Inet Camp, fellow South African.
Okay, just share the chart there. So how deep is when this happens, buddy? So I don't know how deep it is, but when I break trend, I know that was the turning point. So very simple. So there was the break. So that there I know is my short. And as soon as I'm making higher lows, then I know it's different. So it's just a trend line. Very simple, very easy. I see there was a question on Matic there as well. So it's same thing with Matic, guys. Anywhere, I love the strategy right now. It's really fun. So Bitcoin, anywhere in these zones, cool. That's good. But the next push for Matic, 45%, 55%. After that, pull back. 26% farming opportunity. Guys, by farming coins, it doesn't matter what way you make it, you're making money.
So Sheldon, they're asking the last one, the one on the very right of the screen, the third one. How deep do you make your third triangle? How do you know how deep to make the third triangle?
You see my trend line. So I got a trend line in play, and that usually gives me the depth of where we're getting in that zone. But the difference is as well, so we got a trend line that helps it. But the difference is when you have an inverse head and shoulders, your right shoulder usually goes where your left shoulder was. So it's very simple. So where your right shoulder, so you can see my trend line's justifying that that's a zone. I have support here. Beautiful. But wherever your right zone, wherever your left shoulder was, usually determines where your right zone is. Definitely at your right shoulder.
Yes. Okay, one more question. It says, there's more super chat. So look at Luna Rocket. Luna is going to rocket. I mean, what people don't understand about Luna is how the tokenomics work. Luna is linked to a stable coin. It's Terra and Luna. And the problem is that when the stable coin gets redeemed, it gets redeemed for Luna, which puts more Luna in circulation. And that's the problem. That's why it's gone down so quickly. But when it recovers, it's going to recover quicker than any coin on the market. That's pretty much how it works. And then we'll do one more super chat. The question is, what do you think about Harmony? I think Harmony is a smart blockchain. I think it's good. But do we need another blockchain? I mean, we've got Ethereum, we've got Cardano, we've got Matic. Do we need another one? Well, if they can get adoption, we've got Solana. If they can get adoption, then great. If they can't get adoption, we're not interested. Right now, it's all about adoption. This is not about technology. There's a lot of technology out there. This is all about adoption, which kind of means that the tokens that you're going to be buying are not the ones with the smartest tech teams, but the ones with the best business development plan. And that's the difference between Charles Hoskinson and many of the other blockchains. Charles is a fucking marketing genius. Charles is a marketing genius. And that's why the Cardano community is on fire. And so now it's not about tech anymore. There's a lot of tech. All the tech's good. All the tech does what it needs to do. It is exactly all about marketing and business development. And on that note, my friend.
Awesome, buddy. And I think just for the coin panel guys, the coin panel guys, before the 4 o'clock show, we are going to be getting a nice link for everyone for a tutorial on the platform. And that's just going to give you a nice understanding of everything. And then for anyone that's new, anyone that comes, that's where you're always going to go have a look. And then every day I'm just going to open it up and I don't have time to explain it every day. So it's just about you guys going and having a look, getting comfortable. So every day I can just pop it up and we can go forward.
Guys, what that coin panel is, it allows you to follow a trade that Sheldon does by saying, you're not following his trade, but you put in your own trade. So before you buy a token, it allows you to set your first sell price, your second sell price, your third sell price, and your stop. And so basically, with every trade, you already know exactly how the trade's going to perform. And you immediately limit your downside. That's why we bought it to you, not because we need the advertising revenue. The advertising revenue doesn't even cover the lights here, but it's about this is
just
about
to help us control risk.
Exactly.
That's the big part.
We need to control risk. We realize that a lot of you are newer, a lot of you are trying, and a lot of you are making mistakes, and we're going to make sure that those mistakes are limited. Sometimes we make an assumption that everybody knows a certain level, but there's some people that don't, like the poor guy that got scammed. Now, talking about the guy that got scammed, Sheldon and I will both post an ETH address. It's the same ETH address where we're going to collect up to $20,000. £20,000. No more than £20,000. If you want to support. We don't need to, because we do warn you guys 100 times not to do it, but I just feel bad for someone who's sick. Maybe we shouldn't be so compassionate, but we are. And then big news. Sheldon, do you know who's coming onto the show on Thursday? Live.
No. Please tell me.
I'm going to just leave that there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Raoul Paul is coming onto our show live Thursday, 10 a.m. EST. I want to ask him a lot of questions. I want to ask him about how quickly he thinks this is going to recover. I want to ask him about whether he thinks Ethereum is going to be bigger than Bitcoin. And I want to ask him what other altcoins are in his portfolio, because he's got 8.
That sounds good.
It's going to be awesome.
That sounds good.
Then I'm going to ask him if he's ever heard of Sheldon the Sniper.
Well, right now it's Sheldon the Farmer.
Sheldon, you know what I want? Another thing that I want to say, and everyone in the comments says that I'm super proud of you, and I am. I'm so super proud of you.
Thank you, buddy.
Because your Twitter account went from 0 to 105,000 followers in less than 2 months.
Yeah, it's 2 months today actually since I've opened Twitter. Exactly today.
2 months today. How many followers have you got on Twitter today?
Yeah, 105,000.
105,000 in 2 months. I don't think I've ever seen an account do 105,000 in 2 months. And I think that's testament to the great work that you are doing, that we are doing, that, I think it's testament to the value that you add to the show and to the banter community. And we love you, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
As a community,
we're forming a team. We're forming a solid team that's going to change the world, buddy. Let's all do it together, guys.
Great, guys. So we'll see you guys later. 10 a.m. EST. 10 a.m. EST. Big show, 10 a.m. EST today. We're going to show you who's leading the recovery. We've got some data showing you who bought. And I'm going to show you one or two tokens that I've actually bought, riskier tokens. And the reason why I'm buying the riskier tokens is because I actually think that they're going to recover much quicker. And I'm going to show you which ones those are. So see you again, 10 a.m. EST, which is in about 3 hours. Until then, trade well, my friend.
Farm well.
Farm well.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research.